Hey guys, Sket here, and I'm back with more Valhalla. Last time we got our second to last app from the idol Kira Mickey, and this time we're gonna go back to our third day of work. Yeah, I think it's the third day. Let's go. Thursday, December 15th. Good evening. Oh, hi there. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Leonidas. Gillian. Marcello? I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. I hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's the boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit, but I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Alright, thanks. Alright, jukebox 3? Did that say jukebox 3? Weird. Alright, let's get everything out and let's just go from the here. I forget where we left off. Alright. Un momento. Alright. Ready! Time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. It kinda stuck. I went to a school where they made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off into high school or so. Yeah, it's kinda like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature. To we'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That's Kira Mickey. That Kira Mickey girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. That stoic-looking duo, right? Yep, those. Oh, seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I hate to break up with Damian. I see. Want a drink? Did she say hate or had to? I had to break up with Damian. Right, I see. Want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for what? A few months now? I'd be interested in those relationships of yours if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. Oh, what was that? Oh, I guess I must have pulled that up. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like that guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You pretend to know more than... You can pretend to be more interested, you know? Like Mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all these pics you have of your boss. The ones feeling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? What the heck? How the heck did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like this of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You... Hey, you can make me a bad touch before we keep arguing. Can you? Sure. What's a bad touch? Oh. I don't know if she's laughing because of that or she's trying to sigh. I don't know. Anyways, bad touch is 2 Bronson extracts, that's Adelaide. 2 powdered Delta, and 2 Flanner Guide, and 4 Carmadrine. 2, 3, 4. All on the rocks, and mixed, not aged. We're nothing but mammals after all. Oh boy. Here. Who gives these drinks their silly names? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite a silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Okay, she was laughing. Okay. Yeah. So, who's Damian again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. What's wrong with LARPing? LARP? Live action role playing. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy-handed writer. Or a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock Fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and screw the wow. Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I'd stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... Try to move my mouse over here. You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. At least I'm trying to get some action. Oh boy. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago, it was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed, oh boy, into a closet ages ago. What? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head under their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Jill? Anything that can make you just shut up and drink? You know, I think like people saying that sort of stuff would have died off by then. Judging by how our society is going, I would think people would be... I mean, people are pretty open-minded, but people would be even more open-minded in the future. What they say, 2070X? I don't know. Like, I'm assuming not necessarily that Jill is ace or whatever. But I mean, just the fact that she doesn't need to have someone by her side. I don't know. I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, give me something weird, would you? Ventriloquism. Weird? A weird drink? Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon. Let's see. Weird drink. Promo drinks fit that bill easily. Okay. Bottle drinks. What? I don't know. Would she want that? How to get? Okay, promo drinks are right here. Shirley Temple. Oh yeah. I guess that'd be sort of like what's Shirley Temple? Yeah, like a Shirley Temple. It's mostly for the fans of the movie it was used in. Okay, so I guess it really is just a sort of opposite of a Shirley Temple, maybe? I don't know. I assume Shirley Temples are sweet. I don't drink. I mean, I couldn't. I mean, anyways, though. This movie was used in. Should I just give her a fedora? I don't know. What's a fedora? I mean, it says promo, so I should probably just be safe with this. So unnecessarily brown. Balloon light. Zen Star. A Zen Star is 4 of each ingredient, all on the rocks and blended. You'd think something so balanced would actually taste nice. You'd be dead wrong. Okay, well, let's go with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, That's... No, yeah, 4. I was looking over here while I was doing that. That was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. All on the rocks and mixed. Alright, there you go. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they left at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brandini, and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something else similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left Damian is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they prepared just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist's identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when the idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bull poop for what's essentially a pet that press pig made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So, you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. That's sort of what's scary about AI. They can do anything! If you program to it, don't do it anyways. And they get smart enough. But I mean, there's lots of people saying that, so I mean, I guess me saying that isn't really anything new. I'm just sort of saying like, yeah, I mean, they could kill us, I don't know. I don't care. I mean, we're all gonna die anyways, so you know. God. Anyways. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So, Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but is also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always captures the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risk or consequences. Imagine if, suddenly, a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me. It's thanks to that darned Alice Rabbit thing. I see. So it's like kids encroaching on your territory. You wanna hold your ground, but everyone's like, I want some ground. I can't stand. There's no ground for me. I want some. I mean, there's all this ground, but I want that ground. That one's cooler. See what those people do with that ground? They're standing on it. I want to stand on it. I want to be at the top. You can't be at the top anymore. Even though, I mean, you probably just kick me down, but you know. Anyways, I see. But because of that, there's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, At this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night. Oh boy. You know you need some human warmth in that place. They would, fill my entire bathroom. Man, you reacting too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness, though, any particular reason to keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know. That's early morning by my standards. Yeah, honestly, I probably wouldn't want to wake up until 11. Anyways, not necessarily because I'm not a morning person. I mean, I'm not. I can be up at like 10 though, you know. I don't like breakfast, so I like to wait until lunch. But I don't want to be hungry until lunch. And I don't want to eat lunch early, because then I can't have lunch when it's lunchtime. And then I'll just be hungry until dinner. Unless I eat dinner early. Then after dinner, I'm just going to be hungry after dinner. What's my point? I think I made the point. Yeah, I think I did. Anyways, I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out. I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm going to need another drink here. And judging by the routine here, this should be her last drink, and then we get on to the next person. Like, say, a big brandini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. A big brandini. Easy enough. Alright, let's see how we can screw this one up. Bleeding Jane, let's make that one. Actually, I didn't mean to, that. Brandini. 6 that'll hide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's raining. That sucks. I just watered plants. Great. 1, 2, 3. 1 aged mix. 8 out of 10 smug buttholes recommended, but they're too busy being smug buttholes. Oh yeah, I read that already. I didn't make that right. I almost served that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 powdered deltas, that's 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 Carmatrine. Then aged and mixed. Alright, Brandini. Here. You know, Brandini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. The problem is, the BCC got a hold of a brand of Vermouth that was named after a certain automobile parts company. So on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about what people you work... Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you people get drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's beside the point. Ugh. I get the payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand the precautions to take, it's no problem. I've always found my job fun. I'll get better. Most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you mean with your client, or... Oh boy. I don't. It's always from behind, as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. What? What? Cute. What? Actually, because that way what? What's she talking about? Because what way she loses a lot less time? Oh, so she doesn't meet with her client. Oh, I said mean. It was meet. I see now. Okay, I understand. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because, oh boy, they equal a small brain or some poop like that. Why am I ignoring that? Why am I just not saying that? I already told you guys that oh boy. Anyways, I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something. Give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. You see, that's kind of weird, because with, like, the way our society is going, I mean, people are a lot more open-minded. You'd think by like 2070X, people wouldn't really be caring about that kind of stuff anymore. I don't know. That just seems kind of weird to me. Or I don't know. Anything could happen in how many years would it be? It'd be at least over 60 years. I don't know. Man, I'd be 77. Holy poop. I mean, like, assuming it's 2070. I'd be in my 70s, maybe 80s. Wow. Oh boy. He's just sort of scary. Anyways, or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Wild the questions. Just things I've been curious about and always forgot to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me... So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya! Take care. Oh, no. Hello, sugar. Ow! And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here, guys. I know it's still a little bit shorter than usual, but you know, I think I'm gonna try and stop after every person rather than just like try to go a set time. And this also sort of sucks because I usually record 2 episodes in a session every other day, and now I have to record 3 episodes because I just recorded the last episode. Oh boy, the things I do for you guys. Anyways, I'll see you very, I don't know, can I say beautiful? Beautiful hackers, next time. Because saying then would imply that I said what we were going to do next time. So next time. Then.